I liked when Obi-Wan felt Vader, or when Reva was about to like fight him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Anakin's still alive." He was like, "What the fuck?" That man was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Bitch, how do you know?" And that kind of like that was like my question, like, how do you know that Vader is Anakin? Like, not that many people know that.
Yeah.
So I was like, bitch, what do you know? Like, how do you know all these details that Anakin's alive and that he's Vader? Like,
that's a good point.
It was only a small group of people that knew that who Vader was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where'd this come from?
Inquisitors are turned Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why not just save all the Jedis then if you're just going to turn them into, like, I feel like you could have a whole gang of Inquisitors instead of, like, 3 or 4.
It's too late at that point.
What you mean?
Like, it's like Anakin. Like, I was good, I got turned bad. So I'm going to hunt down all the
bad
good people.
Yeah.
Good people.
Okay. Speaking of that, I got a question about the colors of the sabers. So the red is obviously bad,
right.
And then green and blue and any other color is the good.
Not all the Jedi would have turned. That's what J-Pet said.
Okay, that makes sense. So they hand-pick them to make sure like they got the right ones, basically.
In a sense, yeah.
Okay. So the colors of the lightsaber, does it matter? Because I was told that when you pick green, it's because you're mostly dominant and sabering. And if you pick blue, you're mostly dominant in the Jedi aspect, the Force aspect. Is that true?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I just thought like they just picked the color and go with it.
Okay.
Like I know Ahsoka, her lightsabers are clear or white?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck that is.
Isn't the Mandalorian's like black or something?
That's the dark saber though. It's only like a few of those, and the Mandalorian used them, or the top Mandalorian used it.
I mean, to this day, I only know that Mace Windu had he only stood out. That man had a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, just because you asked for it, it's crazy.
That's
just clout.
That's right. Samuel L. Jackson at his finest.
Lightsaber colors and their meanings. The Jedi Sentinel, or for yellow, is the Jedi Sentinel class, known for getting their hands dirty, doing undercover work, and implying special tech to go with their Force abilities. Green generally belongs to the Jedi Counselors. These users focus on the Force instead of their lightsaber skills.
Gotcha.
Blue belongs to Jedi Guardians, who focus more on their lightsaber skills than their Force abilities. Purple is Jedi who have very strong connections to both sides of the Force and can be highly aggressive in battle. And the white sabers are users who are neutral between Jedi and Sith, but still are incredibly loyal to a faction they deem worthy.
And then what? A red? Just make sure.
Yeah, it's just Sith.
Just Sith. So I got it mixed up. The blue one is the dominant in battle.
And lightsaber skills. And green is dominant in Force.
Got you. So that's why Obi-Wan was able to beat Darth Maul when they fought instead of Qui-Gon being able to beat him straight up.
And plot. Yeah. my thing is like when Obi-Wan fought Grievous, you have 4 fucking lightsabers and you got shot. Yeah. They're like make that make sense. I have 4 lightsabers and a nigga shot me.
Yeah, but Jedis be getting shot. We saw that in the Obi-Wan joke. They can't block all that shit. And we saw it when they battled in what was number 2?
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
When they were in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
They was getting shot.
I mean, yeah.
The Force don't be helping them all the time, I guess.
But this man Grievous he has 4 arms, 4 lightsabers, and this nigga Obi-Wan just said, "Bow."
I don't think his connection with the Force can be as strong because he's such a robot, if that makes sense.
I think Grievous was a Jedi at one point.
Yeah, he was an actual being.
Yeah.
I think my theory is that the more cybernetics he emplaced in himself, the less connection he had to the Force.
I want to see Count Dooku. I want to see earlier stages of him because
that'd be tough.
That man, he knew I guess you could say he knew who Darth Sidious was, and he was trying to tell Anakin nigga, it's him.
Yeah.
This is the guy. You trying to kill me? It's him.
And he was Yoda's Padawan at one point, right? Or apprentice.
Count Dooku?
Yeah, Count Dooku.
He did say that. He said that because I just recently watched it. It was like my young Padawan, but Yoda did train Count Dooku.
That's crazy. That's how you know he was nasty. Because he took on Obi-Wan and Anakin both at the same time, twice. The second time they fought, he kind of pushed Obi-Wan to the side.
That man Obi-Wan got.
Nah, he got burned on the arm and burned on the leg, and I was over.
That was the first time they fought.
Oh yeah.
Because he cut off Anakin's hand the first time they fought.
I was over here like, where's all that Jedi healing?
Do Jedis heal?
Bruh.
Because
that was what Ren was doing the entire 7th movie or 8th movie.
That bitch.
9th movie.
Yeah, that bitch. She.
Oh, I'm talking about what?
Yeah.
Ren was healing everybody. Baby Yoda was healing the Mandalorian, wasn't he?
Oh, okay. But they can't heal like limbs and shit like that.
Bruh. Ren brought
Kylo Ren brought Ren back when she quote unquote died. That nigga used like the Force and just brought that bitch back to life.
Well, that was after he did it. I mean, she did it to him.
That was the only time we've ever seen that shit, though.
No, she did it to that snake monster that they found in the ground when they were looking for the little pyramid. I don't remember the names and none of this shit. But they were underground when they fell into the sinkhole. She healed that monster.
But they can't heal limbs. Is what I'm telling you. Everybody gets their limbs cut off.
Oh no, I was just talking about the fact that Obi-Wan got cut on the arm, cut on the leg, and he was out of the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even this past episode, that man Obi-Wan got burned, and
that is crazy that he didn't get up from that shit. Obi-Wan kind of weak, low key.
In what aspect? In what aspect?
Teaching and being a leader, in fighting.
I wouldn't
name one fight he's won besides
General Grievous.
General Grievous. And he ended up shooting that nigga.
Darth Maul.
Saying it's uncivilized to shoot people, but you was quick to do it.
Darth Maul twice.
Anakin. Yeah.
I've got the high ground.
Anakin was being cocky.
He said, "Don't do it." He said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, you're right. I'm holding over.
Bro, listen, if it's a problem in the Force or the galaxy, they like, yo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's the man to get it done.
You're right.
Anakin, go fix that shit. Grievous, go fix that shit. Darth Maul, twice.
You're right.
And even then, Maul should have won, but Obi-Wan just...
Maybe I'm comparing him to like Mace Windu. I think I'm comparing him to like the big dogs.
I mean, what fights has Mace Windu done?
You forgot when he cut off Jango Fett's head?
That's true. And he almost killed Palpatine. He could have killed him if Anakin wasn't on some sneak shit.
So he has 1 W?
Yeah, but it's the nigga that they've been trying to kill since ever. Like he's the main
Sith Lord.
Yeah, he's the big baddie.
I mean, I'll give
and Mace Windu sliced him on some easy shit.
I'll give Mace Windu, if they would have fought fairly, he would have beat Palpatine because I'm like, bro, that man had you literally like at death. And Anakin was like, no, I need him.
I hope they bring Qui-Gon Jinn back.
I feel like he's going to make a cameo because Obi-Wan keeps talking about him and keeps mentioning him. So maybe like a little cameo is going to happen. And
a little Force talk, a little Ghost Force talk. That'd be tough.
But I don't know. I feel like he's like so like distraught and like, I thought I killed Anakin, but he's alive.
Yeah.
Like even, what's that planet they were on when he tried to get Leia? Or he had Leia and they were in that little like truck. I forgot the name of it. When he was walking in the desert, that nigga saw Anakin. He was like, what the fuck? Like, and then even when Vader came on the planet, that man had damn near like an anxiety attack. He was like, oh shit, like I feel something's here.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what? I'm like, why is he having that? You look around, all you hear is Vader breathing, and you see the feet. I was like, oh shit. I was like, he's gonna find him.
Yeah.
That man,
they can sense each other. They can literally sense each other.
Bro, that man came on the scene on the most reckless shit ever. That man opened the window, grabbed the father, tossed him. The kid came out, broke his neck.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this nigga, like, Anakin is really on some Obi-Wan. Either I kill these niggas or you come out.
Yeah.
That nigga saw him in the back. Nigga, Obi-Wan started running, met him in the fucking sand. That nigga Vader had this lightsaber. He said, we not running, nigga. Like, we fighting. He said, oh, what did he say? He said, what have you become? He said, I am what you made me. I was like, damn.
He's not wrong.
I'm like, yeah, I was just saying, like, he's not wrong. Like, nigga, you kind of chopped him up and left him to die. And
yeah, you could have, like, he was burning alive. You could have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, or you could
got him out of his misery.
You could just push him in the lava. He could have really just. That's what,
slowly push him back into the lava.
I would have done that. Like, that nigga is like crawling towards you saying, I hate you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, love you.
That is wild that he just watched him burn. And then they actually didn't even see the finished job.
Nah, that man just left.
That is wild. He did that.
But I'm confused. How did his like mechanical arm not burn too?
It was made of metal.
It's probably real strong metal, like Star Wars type of metal. I don't know.
I was saying, like,
You know what I mean? Like
I just had so many questions. Like looking back on it, I'm like, there's so many things about him that should have burned, but it is what it is.
also like so he is what 70% robotic, 60%, something like that.
At this point, probably fucking 80. Like if you saw him like getting all dressed up, my man's had like no limbs.
He's got no limbs. So is he just really good with the Force that he can sense where the saber is going? Because in theory, he should be slower, right? Or does
He should be slower because the suit does hold him back.
They can jump light speed
Who you talking about?
in the Star Wars universe.
Jedi's can?
No, I'm talking about like their ships can fly at light speed. You don't think their arms can keep up with their
That's fair.
motor skills?
I mean, I just think a fluid Jedi would be more efficient at sabering than a man who's mainly robotic.
You only saying that because General Grievous got taken out with a gun.
I mean,
No cap, though.
but Vader wouldn't go out like that. Like
You're right, but how is he moving that fluidly?
I mean, it's not like he lost his ability to fight.
No, but he did lose the.
He lost his limbs, absolutely. But if I remember how to do it, and then I get like mechanical arms, we're back to work.
It's probably like a RoboCop thing that the cybernetics improve him. Like he's probably faster or something.
And shit, if I found a nigga that made me into this thing, I have so much hatred. I'm gonna remember everything. And them fighting that second time, well, first time technically. Vader knew
J.
like
Pat said it's his connection with the Force.
Okay, that's what it is. Because he is like, even when he walks, he breathes. Everything is slow. Everything's slow. But as soon as he get that saber in his hand,
You be walking through the hallways like the new Batman.
oh yeah. Which I hate. I hate that shit so much.
I like his walk. Like it has a swagger to it.
Bruh.
I need Ninja Batman.
Yeah, you got to disappear from time to time.
Exactly. Just every now and then, just show him you know what's up.
It's a swagger walk.
But but it makes sense how he's built.
Fatish's mom said, "Po little tink tink."
That is wild. That is actually wild.